Stepping into a world of absurdity and timeless truths as Molière in the Park provides a reimagined version of The Miser. Joining us now is director Lucie Tiberghien and Lakisha May, one of the stars of the show. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, Lucie, what should lovers of the arts know about Molière in the Park?
Well, Molière in the Park was founded on the idea that accessing the joys of theater is an essential and fundamental right. And so we are focused on expanding access and on making sure that everybody in New York can access this art form that has made such a difference in our lives.
And I love that it's free. I mean, that right there.
It is free, it's accessible, and we want everyone from every walk of life to be able to sit side by side and enjoy together a beautiful piece of theater.
Lakisha, how does it differ from plays done in a theater?
Oh my goodness, it's so different. It's thrilling actually, because you have the people that are just walking around the park who stop in their tracks and they're like, what's going on over there? Like, what are they doing? As a performer, it's really exciting too, because you're dealing with the elements. Like it rained last night, or actually night before last, and so we had to deal with that, and it was a lot of fun. And you feel the audience differently because you don't have walls around you. So it's a lot of fun. It's exciting. It's thrilling.
Sounds like it. So what can people expect from this reimagined version of The Miser?
So they can expect to experience a very contemporary version of the play, sort of created with Brooklyn in mind. We're really trying to reflect today's world. I think they will they should expect to laugh a lot. And also, there's a feminist bend. The lead role is played by a woman. It was originally written for a man. It's played by Francesca Faridani, who's extraordinary. We've also done some gender swapping. At the heart of the play, there are two marriages that are at stake. One of them is between two women, and so it's a sort of feminist kind of lens at this play that was written, 380 years ago.
Lakisha, what has it been like for you to be a part of this production?
Oh, it's been so much fun. As Lucie says, we are building this bridge from 1600s Molière to right now, to modern day Brooklyn. And so I've had quite a bit of freedom in crafting this character. I like to describe her as a hustler with heart, a little bit of a compassionate madam. She's a lot of fun, and I've built this woman who traverses these worlds, and I'm working with this incredible cast that makes me laugh every single night, that inspires me. They're so talented and so great. It's just been so much fun to move within this world and to like dissect this heightened language, this text, but then also bring it to the people. Because like she said, it is free and it is accessible. Literally, people are walking around and they're like, hey, and they get to hear Molière in Prospect Park. So as an artist, for me, it's extremely fulfilling and enriching.
The Miser is known as Molière's most successful play. What do you think people love so much about it?
So he wrote plays in verse, and he also wrote plays in prose. This one is written in prose. It's also a pure comedy. It's like it's almost a machine. The way that it just builds, every step of the way. It's an incredible story. Very, like, I think people get involved in the personal story of every one of the characters. They all have a full arc, and I think everyone can really recognize themselves in every one of these roles, which is, I think, why we like Molière also, is because he's somehow managed to get to our humanity and to the things that make us alike and sort of unify us, and we can all shine, I think, in our differences, and yet there's something that brings us together, which is just the condition of being alive.
And especially in this time.
Especially in this time.
So thank you both so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And The Miser runs through May 19th at Prospect Park's Lefrak Center in Brooklyn.